Okay, so once again, good morning everyone. So our topic for this morning and continuation actually is about, of course, the employee productivity. So maybe somebody are asking, what are the most common important of a productivity? Because productivity is the ratio of the total output to 1 unit of total input. And high productivity means larger capital gains. No? Now, so again, when we say productivity, it is a measure of the efficiency of production. So high productivity can lead to greater profits for businesses and greater income for individuals. The control managers in a given organization are tasked with maximizing productivity through process-oriented observations and improvements. No? There are 5 main processes affect productivity, of course: the real process, the income distribution, production and process, monetary process, and the market value. So for business, of course, productivity growth is important because providing more goods and services to consumers translate to higher profits. Okay? Okay, for us to discuss about the productivity, improvement productivity, let us all welcome our presenter, Miss Catherine. Go ahead, Madam.
Good morning, classmates. My report is about employee productivity. So what is productivity? Productivity is the quantitative relationship among the resources we use and what we produce. It is also the volume of production is obtained in a given time period related the total of indirect and direct efforts expended on its production by Bitching and Smith. So to summarize, a productivity is equals to output over input. So productivity, it is an attitude of mind. It is the efficiency of the production system. It is the mentality of progress, of the constant improvement of that which exists. So it is a certainty of being able to do better today than yesterday and continuously. So makikita natin sa daily routine natin, sa pagpasok natin, so kung hindi naging okay yung araw mo yesterday, so you can do better today. So every day, meron kang bagong simula to be more productive. It is a constant adaptation of economic and social life to changing conditions, a continual effort to apply new techniques and methods, and it is a faith in progress. So the major problem of productivity is that it means many things to many people. Sa mga economists, ang ibig sabihin ng productivity is GNP para sa kanila. Sa mga managers, it is a cost cutting and speed up. So ibig sabihin yung syempre mas magiging mataas ang productivity kung kasali kasi doon yung cost cutting, yung kung gaano kabilis yung trabaho na nagagawa nyo. Sa mga engineers, syempre, yung more output per hour. So, kung ano yung, kung mas maraming output, so yun yung mas maraming productivity. But generally accepted meaning is that it is the relationship between goods and services produced and the resources employed in their production. So, significance of productivity. Any effective and successful business understands the importance of productivity in the workplace. Being productive can help the firm and utilize the capacity of the human resources it has. So as you can see in the slide, the employees themselves are the investment. So tayo mga empleyado, tayo yung investment ng company. And then like any other investment, they should yield a healthy or worthwhile return to the company. So may ine-expect sa ating return ang kumpanya natin. Therefore, when employees are highly productive, the company achieves its goals and investing in them in the first place. So productivity also helps to motivate the workplace culture, boost morale, and producing an even better company environment. So productivity. So under productivity, may mga factors yan. Under controllable and uncontrollable factors. So controllable factors are the product factors, plant and equipment technology, material and energy, human factors, work methods, and management style. So sa product factor, it is the product meets output requirements and it is judged by the usefulness. So kung paano nagiging useful ang isang product, so yun yung product factor. Planet and equipment. This play a prominent role in enhancing the productivity. Ito yung proper maintenance and reduction of idle time increases the productivity. Like, pag nagpapay tayo ng proper attention to utilization, age, modernization, and cost investments sa ating mga ginagamit. So, next, the technology. The automation and information technology helps to achieve improvements in material handling, storage, communication system, and quality control. Next is the material and energy. Efforts to reduce the materials and energy consumption brings about a considerate improvement in productivity. Under nito, sa material and energy, this is the selection of quality material, kung tama ba, kung may, syempre tinitingnan natin kung quality ba yung mga ginagamit ng material at kung tama ba yung mga material na gagamitin. Pangalawa is control of wastage and scrap, effective stock control, development of sources of supply, and optimum energy utilization. Next is the human factors. The human factors is the productivity is basically dependent on human competence and skills. So dito pumapasok yung mga education, training, experience, and aptitude nung productivity natin. So lahat ng ginagawa ng mga employees natin is may motivation of employees will influence productivity. So under nito nun. Next is the work methods. Improving the ways in which the work is done. So dito papasok yung work measurement natin. So work study improves productivity. And industrial engineering techniques and trainings are the areas which improve the work methods. Next is the management style. This is the influence, organizational design, communication in organization, and policy and procedure. So a flexible and dynamic management style is a better approach to achieve higher productivity. So under factors affecting productivity, meron din tayong uncontrollable or ito yung mga external factors. Number one is the structural adjustment, which is the adjustment includes both economic and social changes. So example nito is the shift in employment and agriculture to manufacturing, import of technology. So from manual kasi, ngayon yung mga companies nag-start na sa nag-shift na sila. So malaking shift 'yon from manual processing nagiging nagbabay na sila ng mga tawag doon mga processes na mas mapapadali yung productivity. Tapos yung industrial competitiveness is under the structural adjustments. The next is the natural resources. Syempre, manpower, land, and raw materials are vital to the productivity improvement. Next is the government and infrastructure. So government policies and programs are significant to productivity practices of government agencies, transport and communication power. Fiscal policies like interest rates and taxes influence the productivity to the greater extent. So under kanina sa report of productivity, nabanggit din sa total productivity measure, which is the TPM. It is based on all the inputs. The model can be applied to any manufacturing or organization or service company. Ito yung total tangible output over total tangible input. So total tangible output is equals to the value of finished goods produced and plus value of partial units produced, dividends from securities, other income. So sa tangible input naman is the value of human or material, capital, energy, and other inputs used. Tapos, the output of the firm as well as the inputs must be expressed in a common measurement unit. So next is the partial productivity measures, which is the PPM. So ito yung example ng PPM kanina. Nabanggit rin kanina to sa productivity. So labor productivity, total output over labor input. Capital productivity is equal to total output over capital input. Next is the material productivity, total output over material input. Next is the energy productivity, total output over energy input. So one of the major disadvantage of partial productivity is that there is an overemphasis on one input factor to the extent and the other input are underestimated or even ignored. So next is the productivity improvement techniques. So marami siya. Number one is the technology-based, material-based, employee, process-based, task-based, and product-based. So under technology-based, we have the computer-aided design, which is the CAD, computer-aided manufacturing, which is the CAM, and the computer-integrated manufacturing systems. So under CAD, it refers to the design of products, processes, or systems with the help of computers. Next is the CAM, which is the it is a very much useful design and control the manufacturing. It helps to achieve the effectiveness in production system by line balancing. So dito sa CAM, andito yung production planning and control, CRP, MRP, dito yung end automated inspection. So dito pumapasok yung naunang report sa atin kanina. So the next is the computer integrated manufacturing. It is characterized by automatic line balancing, machine loading, automatic inventory control, and inspection. So under dito yung robotics, laser technology, flexible manufacturing systems. So next ng productivity improvement techniques natin is the employee base. So under employee base is the financial and non-financial incentives at individual and group level. Employee promotion, job design, job enlargement, job enrichment, and job rotation. Next is the material base. This is the material planning and control, purchasing, logistics, material storage and retrieval, source selection, and procurement of quality material, waste elimination. Next is the process base, methods engineering and work simplification, job design evaluation, job safety, human factors engineering. Next is the product base, value analysis and value engineering, product diversification, standardization and simplification, reliability engineering. Yung reliability engineering, alam niyo naman yan eh. Yung product mix and promotion. Next is task base, management style, communication in the organization, work culture, motivation, promotion, and group activity. So next is how to improve the productivity of a company and its employees. So companies can also apply techniques to increase the personal productivity of their employees in such a way that this has a positive effect on their corporate performance. This is the number of practices na pwede natin gawin. Number one is establish clear, reasonable, and measurable objectives, both collective and individual, to serve as a guideline. So dapat may guidelines. So number two is promote internal communication to avoid duplicating tasks and detect problems that might undermine the productivity. Next is the use of technological tools, like those mentioned above, that can be help workers ease their productivity. Like sa amin ngayon, sa Union Bank, we use MS Teams, we use different communications para makapag-connecta sa ibang department ng mas mabilis, kahit naka-work from home yung iba, kahit nasa office yung iba. I mean, once na online sila, once na may team sila, automatic mako-contact mo kaagad sila. So next is motivate the workforce by creating a good working atmosphere. So and offer them the chance to train, develop professionally, and enjoy flexible working hours. So next is the basic tips for increasing your productivity. So we don't need an extra pair of hands or more than 24 hours a day to be more productive. So all that is required is to follow the routines and start the day to improve your personal productivity. Number one is prioritize. Before doing anything else, decide what your top priority and secondary tasks are. Number two is make a list. This will make it easier for you to remember what you have to do and track them easily. So number three, save time. So rank your important tasks and always do the quickest first. So ito yung ginagawa kong practice sa bank. So for example is meron akong task na less than in 2 minutes. Ginagawa ko agad siya and mas mabilis siya. mas marami ako nagagawa na task na kino-cross out ko na lang sa list ko. Next is there's a right time for every task. So use your most productive hours to do the most important things and leave the more insignificant ones at the end of the day. So kung hindi naman nag-add up siya on the kunwari like sa banking hours, more on transactional. So within banking hours, ginagawa ko yung more on transactional. After ng banking hours, hindi ko ginagawa yung mga office hours, yung mga pwede mong i-delay na gawin at the end of the day, dun ko na lang siya ginagawa. Kasi pag ginawa mo siya within that period, hindi matatapos yung task mo. So magkakaroon lang ng confusion, malilito ka lang kung ano yung mga dapat mo i-prioritize. So dapat merong right time for every task. So according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, so the key to productivity at work, which is usually measured by GDP for our work, is not working harder, but more efficiently. So thank you. That's in my report po.
Okay, so thank you very much to our presenter. Again, as I mentioned earlier, no, productivity is measure of the efficiency of production. It is a ratio of actual output, no, or the production to what is required to produce it, no, or the input. So productivity is measured as a total output per one unit of a total. So control managers, as I mentioned, is given organization are concerned with maximizing productivity through process-oriented observation and improvement. So again, as what presenter mentioned, no, the process that affect productivity like real process, income distribution, production, monetary, and market value. So I think that's it for the topic about work productivity.